Politics or selfish interest, that is when they will remember the Igbo people. But when it comes for position and for enjoyment, they will sideline Igbos.
The Igbos should join. What is your take as regards the peace
Good
protest?
morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are watching us from. I remain one and the only Biafran evangelist. Listen and listen very, very carefully. Anything called protest in Nigeria, the Biafrans has no business with it.
Why?
And as I said, Biafra have no business with it. That is why Igbo doesn't have business with it. So if Nigeria want to do the protest, let them do their protest. If Nigeria want to do anything, let them go ahead and do whatsoever they want to do. Fulanis and the Hausas and Yorubas, anything you want to do, please don't include Biafrans. Don't include the Igbos. Because at the end of the day, if Igbos eventually join, the next thing that we do, all those hoodlums will hijack it and they will put the blame upon the Igbos. You can see what happened in NSAS. At the end of the day, they say na Igbo, which even as we speak now in the court, today is 11. Next tomorrow, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be appearing in the court. They say na Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that is in London is the one that do what that instigated NSAS. Mazen is not even in Nigeria. NSAS, assuming Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was in Nigeria as at that time, do you think that they will take the case so lightly like that? No. So anything regard to Igbo, to Nigeria, has no business, means nothing to Igbos because we are Biafra. I can never join Fulani to prove. Tinubu is Nigerian president, not Biafran president. So I have no business with the Nigerian president. I have the business with my own president. And my own president is challenging Nigeria in Nigerian court of law.
So the Igbos are no longer with Nigeria any longer?
We are no longer, we have become a nation. You don't know?
But we still go to the same market.
Is America and Nigeria, do they have any market in Nigeria? They go Nigerian market now. South Africa, we are foreigners in Nigeria.
You are foreigners?
Yes, we are foreigners. Because we are foreigners here, that is why we go the same market with Nigeria. But when they come to protest, we have no business with it. Yes, we have no business with it and we can never have business. Please excuse me. Is it when they come to politics that we remember say there is Igbo people? Politics or selfish interest, that is when they will remember there is Igbo people. But when it comes for position and for enjoyment, they will sideline Igbos. Tito B won election in 2023. The same Fulanis gang up with Yoruba and took away his mandate and gave it to the same man, Tinubu, that they are crying today for. Before they give it to Tinubu, didn't they know that Tinubu is going this way? No, excuse me. I was just meditating on that thing. Why are you now inviting Igbos now to come and join you on the sin that you committed? Carry your sin. It is a burden upon your head. Carry it all alone on your shoulder. Carry it all alone. Don't include the Biafrans. We are not interested. Let Nigeria remain in their darkness. See, you people are shouting Nigeria, Nigeria. What is the meaning of Nigeria in Yoruba language? Can anybody tell me? Please, I need the Yoruba man to explain this. Can any Yoruba man tell me the meaning of Nigeria in Yoruba language? Can any Igbo person, Biafran man, tell me the meaning of Nigeria in Igbo? Can any Hausa tell me the meaning of Nigeria in Hausa language or Fulani? This is a British language. Oyibo language. Can Oyibo adopt Igbo as the official language? Why are we fooling ourselves with the Africans? It is the high time we wake up from our dreams and our slumbers. See, I am happy for what is happening to various African nations now that they are waking up from their slumber, because this Western world, they don't chop us mugu. And we can never continue, and we cannot continue again being mugu to them. Enough. Then we take what belongs to us and use it to develop their own side. But our own place, they leave it undeveloped. And they don't, and they are still claiming that they are helping us. Please, who is helping each other? Now, we without Africa, Europe can never grow. Europe can never develop. Europe can never succeed. Europe can never eat without Africa. We are the heartbeat of the Europeans. We are the one that are providing food on their table. But they are neglecting because we have some politicians, those criminals as the elders leading the country. Those criminals in the corridor of power, stealing and squandering our money, rendering our money. See, my brother, I do bring that this country will have a good leader, the people that are good thinkers who have the people at heart. No country in the world will compete with Nigeria with the resources that the Lord God Almighty has blessed Nigeria with. What is America? Who is America? Donald Trump is standing today, is boasting. My government is for America and for the Americans. But no Nigerian, not even local government chairman, not even a councillor will tell you, as my office is for my own people. They cannot do it. Because of their selfish interest, they are hoping and they are depending on the foreigners. What did America have? Baba, go and check. Everything that America have, go and do your findings. Most of it comes from African soil. The technology you are talking about, the uranium you are talking about, is from here, is from Africa. You can see that. You can say it again. Even as I speak to you now, do you know that the air staff of the USA, the one that visited Burkina Faso, have been retired by Donald Trump? Another man has taken over. He has appointed another man in that office. He retired the other former one that visited Burkina Faso. The man, the Americans is up to something. Europeans, all these Oibos, they are up to something. They don't want any African man that will liberate Africa, that have the mindset of the Africans to enjoy the resources that God has blessed Africans with. Look at what happened in Burkina Faso. The former president, a good thinker, a man who have a good heart for the Burkina babes. See the way the Oibos supply him. Should we talk about Gaddafi of Libya? Gaddafi, who tried to make sure that the Libyans, do you know that when Gaddafi was alive, every citizen of Libya, once you clock 18 years, you are entitled at least self-contained as a citizen. Every Libyan citizen, every Friday, if you are not working, you go and collect 5 dinars to spend in every weekend. Every Friday, 5 dinars. Are you hearing me? This thing I'm telling you is because I have people there then. You know, I travel. It's just that condition make a fish to bend. I move around within Africa. You understand me? I move around within Africa. Libya. What is Morocco? What is Tunisia and Egypt? Libya before was #1 in Africa. And they are the one that enjoy. The man took care of his citizens very, very well. I repeat again, every Friday, there is a 5 dinars for every unworking citizen. And if you are 18 years a citizen of Libya under Gaddafi, you are entitled at least self-contained as a citizen of Libya as at that time. But today, the same America look into Libya and pick some bad elements and empower them, fortify them, and bribe them and brainwash them and use them against Gaddafi. Today, Libyans are crying. Today, Libyans are regretting it. Today, Libyans are suffering. Where is those Americans? Where are those people that scatter Libya? Where are they? To come and rebuild Libya back to their former time.
Okay, but Ohaneze is coming out now. They said, you know, if the Igbos in Lagos, in Abuja, in Kano loves themselves, even in Borno, that they should not come out and protest. They said these major locations are set up for the Igbos, that the Fulanis, you know, and the Yorubas are ready to attack their businesses.
Of course.
Eventually there is a setup.
It was a serious setup, not today. And that was why it was a serious setup, not today. And that was why the previous protest, Igbos say they are not protesting, we are not partaking, and now we are not participating. So now we are not participating, neither are we going to partake. Because if Igbos should participate or partake, the next thing they will begin, who are the people that own shop? We can look here now. Now Igbo people now then get shop. And these people will go and vandalize Igbo people's shop, meant to go away with their goods. And Lagos state government can never even say sorry, not to talk more of doing what? Compensating them. So for how long shall we continue to lose? And for how long shall we continue to be messed? How long shall we continue to be full? Every Igbo person, every Biafran indigent Biafran citizen, Biafran person should take note of what I am saying. Do not come out on Tuesday, that is tomorrow, being Thursday, June 12th. Stay in your house, nothing like protests. If you have business to do, go to your business. If you have work to go, go to your work. If you don't have any place, if they are declared as public holiday, that nobody, stay in your house. At least watch television with your family and your children. Hug your wife well. That's it. Better than coming outside and these two people protest. Protest that does not yield to anything. All the protests in Nigeria have been protesting ever since this man is in power. Which result have we used?
Ohaneze also said, we saw how they marginalize or ridicule Peter Obi last in the 2023 election. Do you agree with them?
Of course. Ohaneze, maybe because of Mbata that just entered. The Ohaneze we had before Ohaneze in the Furefu. Those ones are not speaking for Igbos. They are just speaking for their own selfish interest and selfish pocket. So if Ohaneze is not, that's good. That's how it's supposed to be. Because they are speaking now because they have seen that there is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. That's why they are trying to play along, because those people has never been an Ohaneze. We don't know them, we don't recognize them, and we don't even care about them. Let them do their day. But the fact remains that we, the Biafrans, are not going to come out to protest against anything that is going on in this country. Let the people that have been, the criminals that have been joining their hands together to marginalize Igbo people, to humiliate Igbo people, to intimidate Igbo people, to take our resources, and at the same time, to make sure that they frustrate us, let them be the one that will bear the consequences of the protest beside Igbos, outside Igbos.
You have to speak the truth. You say the truth will set you free. The government is a fail. They fail woefully. Let us be frank about ourselves. They fail woefully. God bless you. See, Democracy Day is June 12th. Before it was May 29, but now as the Gaba don't enter the throne now, we have to compensate in mentor, which is Abiola. See, now June 12 was Abiola's time, but now it's like Democracy Day. You see, the present government is afraid of the situation on ground because they never rule Nigeria well. Nigeria totally tired of the situation that we are witnessing now. Okay, now June 12, which is a 2 days just coming, today is 10. 2 days now, June 12. You see, they are expecting Nigeria to be applauded there, to be begging there, to be clapping for them. But now the reality is that everybody is going to come outside and say enough for the government, enough for the injustice. But now, when you come outside now as in Nigeria, we're all Nigeria, but now it's like the president have divided Nigeria. See, nobody is happy with the president. But when you look it down, the Igbos are the main target of this Democracy Day. If you watch the film, because they know that Igbo are majority in Lagos State and Igbo are opposition. Let me see their opposition because they are marginalizing the Igbos. Anything will happen, go say na Igbo. Say now, the truth of the matter is that Igbo, we are all Igbo. Anything apart from Yoruba, outside the rest na Igbo. And we, I'm from Edo State, I'm Igbo. Let us speak the truth. We are all Biafra. And Biafra, in a sense, because they have sense, they will never support illegality of any protest. Because at the end of the day, they will put it in their head. Their business will be the target. Their shop will be the target. Go to their house will be the target. So why don't you withdraw? Sit at home and be watching the Sierra. Let Hausa and Yoruba, let them celebrate what they have keep Nigeria into. They keep Nigeria into darkness, into suffering, into insecurity. What all sort of maltreatment that Nigeria ever witnessed in the hands of any government. Now, under this Jagaba, under the Yoruba man, can see what is happening. Nigeria is now pushed aside of the heart of the nation of the world. Why? Because we are not there anymore. We are not there anymore. Every day you can see what is happening in Nigeria every day. Go to the newspaper stand, you see injustice that are committing of the Nigerian citizens every day. Killing of Nigerian people, no work, nothing is good out of this government. So the government is trying to make this, because force us to say what we don't want to say. We have to speak the truth. To say the truth will set you free. The government is a fail. They fail woefully. Let us be frank about ourselves. They fail woefully. That protest, see, you see, this election that we are talking about is going to be, it's like Lagos versus Nigeria, because majority of Nigeria are in Lagos and they are afraid of their life. See, let us be frank and say, even though me, I'm afraid of my life. We are afraid of our businesses, we are afraid of our property, we are afraid of our, first and foremost, our life. Because if we come outside now, Before you know, they can cut your head, say, hey, now you want to protest. Go back to your village. You know that kind of thing. So you have to procure and secure your future, your life. Because at the end of the day, whether you kill yourself, you don't kill yourself, that above must make sure say anyhow. But time is coming. What is going to happen next tomorrow, which is on the 12th of June? It's going to be a scenario because now the government is begging everybody to come outside, you do this. See, what is right, what we are experiencing now, we are going one side. At the end of the tunnel is a division because everybody have to answer his father name. Because we don't tire for the name of Nigeria. We don't too long. Many years ago, even before we were born, they said Civil War, 1967 to 1970. What caused the Civil War? Because of this maltreatment of the nation. We don't say we are one. We are not one. You see, the scenario is coming. Everybody will go, and everybody must go. But one day you must go your home. You can't say another person have forevermore. But you say we are Nigeria, we are not united. Yoruba land, they be on top of the throne now. Then without say, how long will the Igbo people receive the air of what we call Nigeria? Every day, na Igbo person. Whether bad or na Igbo person. Whether good or na Igbo person. But every atrocities that to put on the Biafra Republic people head. So that's why I'm telling you that we must go one day. And at the end, what we are seeing now is getting to an end. We must come to an end one day. Everybody must go because now they are forcing us on a slavery ship. It is a slavery ship now. You are under a nation. They say you are part of the nation. You are not recognized. You are not even recognized at A to B to the A to the Z. At the end of the day, they put all blame on you. Say, put all blame on you. Why they blame on us? We are tired of the blame. So we must go our way. Outside saying that they born to rule. Now Yoruba saying that they be Emilokon. Okay, where about us? So where would we belong to this situation called Nigeria? So it's time for everybody to go a separate way. And I believe that one is coming. 2027 will be the last of the nation called Nigeria. Because Yoruba man never bring Nigeria unity. Now don't go. Now, another Yoruba man will bring Nigeria disunity. Jagaba, Ahmed Bola, Ahmed Tinubu. He will bring disunity of Nigeria because that one must come to pass. Because
if you say you not say go lose 2027, why?
You see, come 2027, we see what is happening. You want to magnet everybody to you inside your pocket. Is it compulsory? When you do wrong, you don't rule well. Nothing is there, no food, no insecurity, no road, nothing is working. But you and your gang, you and your Akpabio and Ko and Wupe, you are beating the drum that 2027 there is no vacant in Asoro. What does that want to teach you? It's telling you that 2027 everybody go a separate way. Because if you don't, if the rule of the masses, the voice of the masses is not respect on 2027, that revolution they are dodging revolution now. See, follow to me, say, revolution must come to pass. See, all protecting Nigeria know that without revolution, we will not go anywhere. And that one will separate the entity called Nigeria because we are tired of, before election, there is selection. Selection on who? Somebody saying, I mean, in my town, okay, see what is happening in Nigeria today. You can't even hold 1,000 naira and feed yourself for breakfast. You can't even buy 1,000 naira. Can you see where we are going? We are going a way where everybody go read that war. Everybody go. I wonder what the late Obafemi, I wonder what the Soros Obafemi, a leg bench, he said, before he died, he said, come Nigeria. You see what you done to me? See, today, one day they come. See, nobody will set you free, except you set your friend free. So one day they come, Nigeria, when Nigeria don't they chop for dustbin, they go fight by themselves. And now is the time. Nigeria don't they chop for dustbin now. Nigeria, you go see some Nigeria now, they all pick food on the ground to eat because of why? Jagaba. Now I say it must come to pass, come 2027, see Jagaba. So separate way is coming and it's a reality. Division. That one a shock, that one a reality. Go and market anywhere. Come 2027, except the vote count. And I believe it's not going to count. Because I know the majority of Nigeria is not going to vote for this present administration again. Nobody will queue for APC back. APC terrorize Nigeria upside down.
Even with bribe.
If you can't,
if they give you money now, you no go collect that they voted.
You don't tire to collect bribe. See, you collect yesterday, you collect today, and after you collect 4 years, 8 years, they maltreat you to the last forest of the hell. See, you don't realize that it's enough. No, let us go and leave that bribe alone. See, that bribe come like say it's compulsory. It's not compulsory anymore. See, Nigeria don't see both Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo. Our eye don't open. Our eye don't open. China don't sing and take I say our eye don't open. And now our eye don't really open. Say we must be one and vote, and our votes must be count. And if you don't count, disunity don't come. That one a reality. Disunity don't come. 2027, if the vote of the masses is not count, then everybody go enter street. Before I know, everybody go go away, because Nigeria must go his way one day, because we are not supposed to be like this in one kangaroo house called Nigeria. Nigeria area, Nigeria. It's a demonic language. You have to break it and go your father way and answer your father name. Then you will not know that you are in your father's house. You will not know how you will build your father's house, how your father's house will be a house that everybody will live and everybody will enjoy. Now it's not our father's house. It's a Nigeria area. It's a Niger area. Fulani and Yoruba now they get on. We know they there, so we have to go our way. They are just stopping us. They can't stop us, because now is the time. Biafra must come to pass. We must go, because anything will happen. Now we.
That division, it will come violently or peaceful.
Let me tell you one thing. See, you can't take any platter of gold with a. You can't take any freedom with platter of gold. See, you see, when we say violence, they will cause that violence, and that violence will not erupt. See, you are watching the scenario when they have for different African countries. Even though all over the world, you see how they change the government of illegality. See, some government you oppress to the extent they oppress. Now citizens say, okay, let us give up, let us die for our next generation. Let us use the last blood and go, because it must come to pass. Okay, just give an example of the NSAS. NSAS, the youth come out and say, enough of police brutality. Don't you see what happened in NSAS? Everywhere locked. If I say that magic, all your police, all your army, all your Nigerian government officers, security officers, if I say they lock their hand, you take over the street. At the end, there was a limit now. You understand? There was a limit in embarrassment of the youth. But now, 2027, Nigeria will decide. Both youth, both father, both mother, both children, both kids, because everybody is annoying. You can't eat at all. You can't even buy biscuit to your children to go inside their lunch box to go school. You know it's available anymore. Who calls it Jagaba? Children don't know that Jagaba is evil. Adults don't know it's evil. So what are you waiting for? You don't want to change every day. Say, Emilio Kon, Fokon Bale, have patience, hope, renew hope. All of them is agape of lies. So we are tired of hearing lies. Let us move forward. And if they don't let the vote come 2020, everything will be disastrous, because you go watch what will happen on the June 12. Go see how it go be. At the end of the day, they will say now weak cause, not be weak cause, not be weak cause.
But the Northern Coalition, the Articles and the Erufai, they don't want Tinubu say they must not touch or or they must not distort the flow of that protest. They said this Tinubu government have a plan to cause mayhem and put it on the heads of the Igbos. But do you not think that the Articles and Erufai, they are saying it like they know something that we don't know?
You see, they are in the corridor of power. They know what is happening. They know yesterday, they know today, and they know tomorrow. They have now seen that the scenario on ground that Gaddafi is trying to make Nigeria his pocket. You understand? So, no matter the strategy you make, there must be protest that day. But the Igbos, they know they are afraid because they are more than them. The number, I say the number can't, but the number are more than them. They don't know they are, in their soil, they are in the Yoruba soil, but they are more than them here. See, the business empire is within their household. So they are afraid, you understand? So they don't want the Igbo to be involved. Because the Igbo to be involved in this protest, it will be massively recognized in worldwide, whereby the Jagaba government will put more ashamed. So they are afraid. So we self, we want to shift, we want to use our brain, because at the end they will destroy. You see what happened before that governorship election, after the presidential election, when they defeated Jagaba woefully, they defeated her for the house. First time the decision of Nigeria for Lagos State, we go throw away the whole president, we throw away and go gallon. You see where they were begging at the end of the day. See what is happening to us now. We are the victim. We are the victim. We are the victim all the time. We the Igbos, we are the victim. That's why we say we cannot join the protest, because it's not necessary for us. Because what is going to give us, we are not going to gain. You see, let the Hausa and the Fulani, let them face Jagaba. And this one is going to be brutal, because the Igbos will have faced the Hausa before. Now, Are they capable of facing the Hausa? Let us see what is going to happen because we are watching. Because I'm telling you the reality, breakdown is coming. Separation is coming. Whether they like it or not, it's coming. Attack will carry on the worker, breeze the carry on the worker. Because what you are saying now, it's not stable anymore. So things fall apart. Things are fall apart dangerously. Separation is at home because we must go our father way. We cannot live like this anymore. Every day here, killing. What's the reason of the killing us? They want to reduce us. They can't reduce us. It's God that protects us. It's impossible to reduce us. At the end, everybody will go. We will go. You will see what is going to happen. Except the masses' choice is accepted. Otherwise, anything can happen. And something otherwise must happen. Because you cannot force the sheep to the water and force him to drink water. It's not possible. So their language, they are afraid of themselves. Can you imagine? They are afraid of themselves because you see what is happening, you see the air that is happening, you see the handwriting on the wall, and you are still doing what is wrong. You must be afraid. The presidency and his cabinet, they are afraid and confident to say 200 something millions of Nigeria, you can't pocket them anymore. They are tired of your pocketing. They are tired of your Indomie sharing money, sharing. It's enough of that. We can't accept that one anymore. We have to speak and we have to come together and make sure that our votes must count. And see that protest is against them, not with us, because we have to protect our property. Because at the end of the day, they will say, "No more Igbo." Any small thing, no more Igbo. You go up or more Igbo. When you no good for that side, no more Igbo. When you good for that side, now they're old. When it's bad, they say now us. So we are tired of that image. That image is getting out of hand. We have to give our way to live separate, and it must come to pass. See what happened? Kano, the Kano is there how many years? What happened? Buhari carry am from Kenya and put am for here. The Gaba will say you are a father. At the end, you see keeping there insecurity in our place. At the end of the day, you will pack illegal people and S-men go there, go kill. You say now we the kill. See, we are tired of this negative information, negative things that you are putting on us, our head. We don't tire to carry any more of their shit.
Okay, Oluwa, but the Ohaneze, they don't come out, beg the Igbos that, they say they see waiting on the happen right from time as against waiting the Nigerian government. Don't they do to the Igbos over the years and make they not try come out December 12th, say now set up na the Nigerian government and this Fulani wan set them up. Say if they come out and anything when they see make this their hand take am, see wetin like they even do Peter Obi, for 2023 and make they try sit down for their house, not just to protect their business. Shey they dey right with wetin they talk.
See, you have to see they have the right information to their people because they have seen yesterday and they have seen the future. You see, just day before yesterday, once you see what is going on, say the one is not begging the Igbos indirectly, say it is not my fault that I make that decision to keep Nigeria one. Where you keep Nigeria one, okay, where about us? After massacring of almost 6 or 20 something millions of us, you now say it was a decision to make us unite. Where is the united decision? There is no united in a situation called Nigeria. See, we have to go our separate way. We can't stay together. It's not possible because we can't be continue with the intimidation and the brutalization from the federal government called Nigeria. We are tired. So we must seek to their advice. We are not part of them. They are just using us to gain their own selfish interest. So that selfish interest, we have now noticed that we are not even second class. We are not even third class. We are just foreigners in Nigeria called Nigeria. So we are tired of that language. We must go our separate way. That one must come to pass whether they like it or not. Everyone already signed it and earth will sign it. And everything must go like that because we are tired. We are tired of the system. The Gaba comes supposed to let Nigeria be one as a father. But now you now bring the reality as that we are not part of them. So we have to go our way. We have to go our way. That is reality. We are tired. They can't be part of the June 12th anniversary. They are for their pocket and for their selfish interest. They want to plant what you're not supposed to plant them for your head saying that it costs them. Because they know say that day the youth Nigeria will be annoying to come outside in the street and let the whole world know their grievances. Let the whole world know that they are not happy, but they are trying to make things to the Igbo name, and it's not possible. We have gained the secret. It's not part of us.